Which omega-3 food supplement to buy? Which omega-3 product to buy? Making this decision isn't easy, especially that most of the products out there are oxidized or bad according to the latest research. I've been researching omega-3 supplements since 2008, and yet I don't work with any of those companies, so this video will give you the most objective answer to this subject, to your question. And you're about to discover also which company I personally recommend, even though I do not work with any of those companies. Now, let's start. Welcome to the Wellness Messiah podcast. I'm your host, Rimon. This study from 2015 from New Zealand found that most fish oil supplements were oxidized. Let me quote, "Fish oil supplements in New Zealand are highly oxidized and do not meet label content of omega-3. I'm quoting, "The vast majority of supplements exceeded recommended levels of oxidation markers. Only 8% met the international recommendations. Surprisingly, best before date, cost, country of origin, and exclusivity were all poor markers of supplement quality." Meaning you can buy fish oil far before the expiration date, and it doesn't matter which country it's coming from, and it still doesn't mean it's fresh. In fact, most likely it's not fresh. To be precise from the study, 92% the chance is that your fish oil is oxidized to some degree. 92%. No professional gambler will bet on these odds. What happens in the body when the omega-3 becomes oxidized? It changes its structure. As you can see in this photo, it's not the same anymore. It doesn't function the same. As you can see on the left, the structure of omega-3 is different than the one below it. The body doesn't view it as the same. How bad it is to take oxidized omega-3? Well, let's see. Your body evolved a mechanism with the smell and the taste to recognize a fat that is oxidized. So the body doesn't want you to eat rotten fish, for example. It's not that the body says, okay, eat it anyway, I'm going to use it for calories. The body doesn't want you to eat it at all. So imagine that. Investing your money, using discipline, taking the omega-3 supplement every single day, and yet you received oxidized fish oil. An oil that your body tried to avoid at all costs. What's the best way to buy fish oil? One option is knowing the company you're buying from. That's what I do. I buy from a company that I actually know the owner in person. So I know I receive a fresh batch. So in this case, I could afford to buy fish oil in capsules, and I immediately store it in the fridge upon receiving it. This company does not ship worldwide, and most people are not omega-3 freaks like myself, so you need to be sure how you buy in the safest way. You need a sure way to guarantee you receive a fresh omega-3. So this is what I would do. And before I tell you my recommended brand, let me state that I do not work with any supplement company, so I'm objective. Okay, so we want to avoid oxidation at all costs. We want to prevent oxygen in the air from interacting with the precious omega-3 supplement. There are three elements that are going to help us prevent this interaction. The one is glass. Oxygen cannot penetrate glass. The second is a metal cap. Oxygen cannot penetrate metals such as aluminum. And three is noble gas inside the container. Those gases do not interact with the fish oil and they prevent the oxygen from entering and interacting itself. So what we want to do is to buy from a company that sells liquid fish oil in a glass container with a metal cap with a noble gas inside that prevents oxidation. Carlson is such a company that makes these fish oils updated in 2022. Of course, you need to buy the liquid version and not the capsule version. In this situation, the fish oil is going to get fresh to your house, even if it's not stored in the fridge. It's fully protected against oxidation. However, from the moment you open the product, it will begin to oxidize. So if you buy this type of fish oil, here is what you need to do. First, keep it in the fridge. Cold reduces the speed of oxidation after opening the cap. However, after 3 weeks, usually there is a large amount of oxidation that is taking place in the fish oil. So this leads me to the second point, which is try to consume the product within 3 weeks. If you need, use the help of somebody who lives in the house with you, a house member. This way, both of you could finish the container within 3 weeks. And also buy the smaller container, not the larger container, to make sure that you finish it by 3 weeks. And Carlson has the lemon taste, which is, in my opinion, my wife's opinion, is really nice. It doesn't taste as fishy at all. So if you're afraid of a fishy taste, don't worry, the lemon doesn't taste fishy at all. The first one is plant-based omega-3. What do you say about plant-based omega-3, such as omega-3 from chia seeds or flaxseed oil? Sometimes the supplement would just say plant-based omega-3. Even though the plant-based omega-3, also called the same name, omega-3, it has a different structure. It's like having a shirt with short sleeves and long sleeves. It's essentially a different type of shirt. Still, we call it a shirt. In this case, the short sleeve, the plant-based omega-3, isn't active. The body would have to make the sleeve longer to make it active. Until the sleeve is long enough, it's not active in the body, you won't get the benefits. So the body would have to upgrade the omega-3 from plants to make it active, like the one we receive from fish oil and fish. Another way to look at it is thinking about omega-3 from plants as inactive and omega-3 from fish as active. And the body can activate the omega-3, but it's a slow process. Important note is that we don't know how much your individual body upgrades, how much it converts from plant-based to active omega-3. So speculating on how much your body can make is really a gamble, which you don't want to make. So the bottom line, supplementing with plant-based omega-3 isn't a good insurance for you. However, I'm very much pro getting fresh omega-3 from plants when you eat them. For example, eating chia, walnuts, and buy them fresh and keep them in the fridge, because those nuts and seeds are also susceptible to oxidation. So bottom line, eat plant-based omega-3, just don't build your entire omega-3 strategy on it. Next, what about algae source omega-3? Okay, so algae do have an active form of omega-3, but there are two problems. One, it's very low in EPA, and this type of omega-3, it reduces inflammation in the body. So that's not good, we need EPA. Two, the same issue we have with fish oil. There is a good chance it's oxidized. Are you willing to take this risk? I'm not willing to do that, unless I have no other options, and hopefully you do have. Enteric-coating omega-3 supplements. Enteric-coating fish oil supplement. You're smart and a healthy person who realizes that you need to take omega-3 supplement every day. And you might have heard that enteric-coating is a superior product. It has a lot of omega-3 and also it helps with burping. Is it so? Many enteric-coating products of omega-3 have a higher concentration of omega-3, which is the active ingredient. It seems good on the surface, yet it makes the product more sensitive to oxidation. The higher concentration of omega-3 in one capsule shortens the durability and the life shelf of the product, which means there is higher likelihood you're going to get an oxidized product. Also, one of the claims of enteric-coating fish oil is that it prevents burping, and indeed it does. However, you should know that fresh, unoxidized fish oil doesn't cause burping. So we saw transparency and we also saw smell and taste. And some companies, they sell enteric-coating fish oil tablets. Because it's an enclosed tablet, you can't use transparency, smell, or taste the tests. So when you buy enteric-coating fish oil, it's a very fishy situation. Here is another common question I get. When choosing an omega-3 supplement, what do you say about krill oil compared to fish oil? So I researched this subject thoroughly because there is a lot of marketing around krill oil. And I read the studies, and from my research, for most people, it's not really worth the money. You get about 10 times less omega-3 for the same amount of money. And yes, I know it's phospholipids form. And still, you have the quality issue, and I don't have a product I know and trust to recommend here. And definitely, again, it's going to be 10 times more expensive as well. The advantage of krill oil, I would say, is that if you buy high-quality krill oil, which I would say has at least 1 milligram of astaxanthin inside of it, then you can actually take it outside of the house when you travel because it won't get oxidized. Unlike fish oil, which has to stay in the fridge all the time. The moment you open it, it has to stay in the fridge. You cannot take it out with you. I must state that I'm not saying krill oil is a bad supplement. It's just not worth it for most people who know now how to buy, like yourself. And this krill oil, fish oil is an example of how supplements are complicated. And I'm sure that you're taking other supplements and you want to make sure that you actually give your body what you think it gets. And you want to give it all the benefits from the supplementation, from the money and the discipline you put into taking those supplements. And you know that salespeople in the health food store are not really the best information source. So if you need me to do more videos like this on other vitamins or supplements that you take, please tell me in the comments. I'm going to take that into account making another video about another supplement. If you enjoyed this video, this is the time to check the free 30-minute guide of omega-3 in fish oil. It will tell you everything you need to know, which foods to eat, which omega-3 supplements beat the rest of the products in the market, so you won't waste money and cause damage to your body with those bad oxidized omega-3. The link to this guide you can find in the description. So do yourself a favor and watch it now.